Hey guys, happy. There's a cat on the podcast
Pumpkin.
table.
We always start every episode laughing before we can even do an intro. They just don't even know what we're talking about before we start this podcast.
That's okay.
Happy Lunar New Year. I am Year of the Dog as well. You know who else is Year of the Dog? Michael Jackson, Rivers Cuomo.
Who else is Year of the Dog?
Other celebrities.
Cool.
I think Prince was.
Oh, Prince was? Oh,
Rest in peace.
Rest in peace.
Michael Jackson, rest in peace. Rivers Cuomo, though.
Who's that guy?
This cat.
The singer of Weezer's. Or Weezer, I mean.
Oh, yeah. Oh, what a disappointment.
What do you mean?
Weezer.
I love Weezer.
But, like, do you like their recent stuff?
Their recent stuff is more Beach Boy-y.
It's awful.
You don't... What? Okay, wait. White Album and the newest one, Pacific Daydream, are really Beach Boy.
Are they good?
Like, yeah. The stuff in between, you're allowed to dislike, but pretty much every colored album is really good.
I
like,
love Pinkerton.
Weezer's like Red Album, all of their
I don't
color
listen to
albums are
Weezer.
good. And then also Pinkerton is great. Ratitude had like a handful of good stuff. Hurley was really poppy and weird, but like still had some good singles. Death to False Metal, you're allowed to just dislike that. That was like really fanboy. And then the one after that I forget. And then there is Weezer's White Album and the newest one, Pacific Daydream, and you should listen to both of those because they're really Beach Boy. And I love the Beach Boys.
Weezer. I'm trying to do an intro that's like not super
Obnoxious. I'm just joking.
Too late.
You know what? You take the
Damage
intro.
is done. Look at it. You can see the pain in his face. I said pain.
All right,
not
ready?
Nut.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hello, you filthy funkadelic fools. Welcome to Kung Fu Friday.
He almost had
That was-
the proper alliteration.
Yeah,
I'm okay
2
with
words. I like
it.
this.
Instead of saying fools, he could have said fight.
You know what?
For the
No,
Fighting Friday.
I liked it because it gave it like a 70s vibe. Like I felt like I was at a disco. And he was like the DJ, the MC. And
All right, all you crazy cool cats. You ready to kill it tonight?
Boom, 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 boom.
I'm pretty sure he just recently played Jet Set Radio, and that's who he was emulating.
That makes sense.
Sunny Sunday.
We are Hidden Shadows of the Secret Chamber, guys. My name is Alex.
Con.
I'll answer this time. Nakansi.
Oh,
there
he
you go.
did.
Good job. He's introducing
He's
himself.
a big boy now.
Today is a pretty dope episode because we're gonna do something a little different.
Are you practicing your Wisconsin accent? It's pretty dupe.
It's because we're doing something different today. First of all, we're not gonna, get through one sentence.
You were about to kill all of our Wisconsin fan base.
Damn it! Sorry, this is
Yeah.
more of a Kentucky.
I know I got at least 2 out there. I met them on a road trip.
Whoa.
Ran out of gas.
Are they cheesy?
Okay, let's keep going.
So we promise we're a kung fu movie review podcast. What we do is we take some fun kung fu movies that we love. You got your classics and you got your terrible movies, and we watch them and we review them for you. And then we'll take your listener submissions and then we'll review those movies as well.
And talk lots of shit at the same time.
Yes, and do a Kentucky accent and try to pass it out for a Minnesota.
Oh, you're killing Now We Lost Our Kentucky
No!
fan base.
Those are our best fans. Anyway.
I mean, they have really good renditions of everybody's kung fu fighting, like that Kentucky twang.
I actually want to do like a Kung Pao film dub, but just use different accents for every single character. That'd be nice.
It's in the works, guys.
New
so
projects.
yeah, we're basically gonna be DBZ abridged. But today's kind of special. First of all, happy Chinese Lunar New Year, and you're the dag. You're the dag.
Yeah, I'm also a year of the dag.
Yeah. Oh, Khan over here is the year of the dog.
No, I'm a year of the dag.
Of the dag. Who else is the year of the dog? Dag.
Our mom and dad.
Yeah, actually, it's weird how it all lines up. Mom and dad are year of the dog, and they're basically celebrities.
But you were saying Michael Jackson.
But yeah, I believe Michael Jackson was a year of the dog. Prince was a year of the dog, and
singer from Weezer.
Rivers Cuomo.
Rivers
Year
Cuomo.
of the dag.
So that's pretty sweet. Year of the dog. I was reading my astrology, my horoscopes, as I do every morning. Okay.
Just admit to being basic, and it's okay.
Before I get out of bed, guys, I gotta see what's going on. Left foot or right foot first? Down. I don't know. I don't want to fuck up my whole day. I was reading on what the year of the dog signifies, and apparently it symbolizes honesty, loyalty, a strong sense of right or wrong, and so what a lot of astrologers are saying, in case you want your daily horoscopes, you guys can also come here for those, is this is the year if you have like a just cause, something beautiful that you want to fight in, this is the year to do it, guys, because the dogs got your back.
Every other year, you just be a villain.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just trust me, as I am also, you know, as we have already said, I am year of the dog.
In case you weren't listening,
Say it again, I'm year of the dog.
in case you just tuned in and we're a radio station show.
Right. I am year of the dog.
God damn it.
On 106.5.
Year of the dog.
Yes, Con.
Ellen DeGeneres, Queen Latifah,
Ooh.
Jessica Biel, Uma Thurman.
Oh, I love Jessica Biel.
Mariah Carey, Kirsten Dunst, Kelly Clarkson. All of these people, those are mostly female people that came up on this list. But one of the only male people on that list is Bill Clinton.
Bill Clinton.
Yeah.
That's
the
pretty
dog.
dope. Okay, so
That's a dirty dog.
speaking of fighting for like just causes, I want to discuss. I mean, this is a special episode. This is the Black Panther episode.
We've been talking about it for like 3 episodes already.
Fucking A, dude. We finally got to watch it. We're super stoked.
I believe we have achieved a certain, numerical value that we can associate with being powerful. As in, we have reached level 10. We are on 10.
Are we on 10 yet?
Yeah. Level 10. This movie struck such a chord with me, guys. It hit a nerve. First of all, I think the plot was like probably the juiciest plot I've ever seen in a Marvel movie.
The most amazing thing is that it follows a very similar formula.
Yes.
For all of the other films, but every single new Marvel film, they up their formula game. Like, it's the same formula, but better.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. They're constantly improving on it. And I like that just the storytelling, just the significance of every fight was fueled by, like, the plot.
Some shit was on the line every single time.
Yes. Oh, my God. First of all, man, hold on, give me a second, guys.
Fucking Killmonger as the villain was amazing.
Great choice. And on top of that, I also discussed it with Keenan that, as far as you just said, talking about upping the formula, the villains in this movie have personality. Not that they didn't have it before, but they every single character that showed up on screen had some sort of actual little bit of backstory that you're like, oh
Yeah.
no, that's a person.
Besides Claw.
Yeah.
Claw.
Claw was kind of
bringing up
kooky
Claw.
and maniacal. I liked him.
Yeah.
But bringing up Claw, even Claw had some personality instead of just being oh no, look, he's the mercenary guy. He's bad.
I think he played his role, and he
Yeah.
just like Chris Rock said in his latest freaking
The
stand up,
Netflix
which
special?
is great. Y'all should watch it. He was playing tambourine. Okay, he was in the band. He wasn't the lead singer. He wasn't the drummer. He was playing motherfucking tambourine, but he played the shit out of that tambourine. Okay.
Imagine if the tambourine wasn't there. All of a sudden, the song's out of place.
It did.
Something's missing.
Yeah, you needed him there, and I feel like you did a good job.
I freaking loved Michael B. Jordan as Killmonger.
Oh,
Yeah, the
And-
Human Torch was a really good new villain.
I liked how they moved Killmonger's origin, his birth origin. They moved it to Oakland. He's actually from Harlem.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but the director made some really good decisions on switching a lot of comic book stuff to make it more relatable. And Killmonger, you really feel for the. At the end of the day, you're like, well, I understand why he could go down that path.
Yeah, I really, man, like I've never related to a villain so much. Of course, the way that he was going about, getting justice for
It
what
was
has been done to
very
their people.
Easily the 11 of toxicity, like the absolute worst things you can be doing.
But we could
But,
easily
like,
turn that into a kung fu revenge film. If
Yeah.
you were just to have his side and he wins at the end, boom, end of a kung fu revenge
it doesn't
film.
even need
Yeah.
to be a revenge film. The story could just be told from his side, and then because there are more movies like that where it's like actually twist at the end.
Yeah.
This everybody's just ruined. This sad ending.
Yeah. I mean, it really was a tragedy, man. I mean, you really felt for the dude, and like not only that, it was just the message that the movie was delivering really like hit home for me. Was like the hope that like the oppressed, like racist black people, indigenous people who are being conquered, like the dream that we all have of like us actually being able to overcome these oppressors, these conquerors or colonizers as they call them in the movie. And this dream city, this mysterious city where we have the tools and the weapons, and our people are prosperous and we're intelligent and we're sophisticated, and we're on equal playing field or terms as the colonizer, the villain that has.
But bringing up all of that too, like some of the other messages that come through the movie are like, if you have the power, you should be doing something about it.
Yeah.
That's definitely a big message that ends up coming full circle at the end of the movie,
Right.
with T'Challa actually becoming, king.
Yeah.
It's like you have the power. Like you should have confidence in some of that power, and you should be trying to do something that makes the world better.
Yeah, and I like how his cousin or what was his
His sister was
his
the
general, Wakabi.
Oh,
Wakabi was basically he felt that way.
yeah.
He was like that person he was part of the society. He's like us as a society. He's like, hey, we want a leader who's gonna actually show change, not more of the same shit.
Right.
So he was that person. So even like nobody was just bad except for Claw.
Yeah.
Tambourine,
Oh,
guys, tambourine.
Everybody
yeah,
was
he was out for himself, man.
Yeah.
everybody had just a different perspective, which
Yeah.
was cool. Seeing the same story, the same fight, but from every single perspective, from the villain's perspective,
Yeah.
from the main hero's perspective, from the female warrior's perspective, where she was like, well, I'm fighting for my country.
Yeah.
So whatever my country needs, I'm fighting for that, even if my king at the current moment is not making the best decisions.
She's still
my country.
Yeah, patriotic that
Yeah.
she's like, well, this is what I signed up for. There's no wishy-washiness, like just a real sense of duty.
And there are people like that. So
Yeah.
it's cool to see everybody's perspective.
Just incredible, man.
Even in thinking back on it, like if you recently have watched Civil War, like I have, like this really helps build on that sense of there are so many different parts to like something that's going on, like
as far as in the Marvel universe.
just in the Marvel universe, but also like in real life, like you don't actually know everything's going on in a situation. Like civilians got hurt in Civil War.
Yeah.
That's pretty much the entirety of Civil War. Is like civilians got caught in the crossfire. Like somebody needs to be held accountable.
Yeah.
And so leading into this, it's like there are civilian, like Wakandan civilians that are just living their life in this shelter, like crazily sheltered, like city.
Yeah.
And a lot of them also have jobs, I assume, based on how the movie went, being spies, like just out in the world.
Yeah.
Like that's literally his like ex-girlfriend is like that's just her job. She's
Right,
out there doing
Nakia.
something, right?
Yeah.
I like how Michael B. Jordan delivered all of his lines. I mean, also T'Challa. Just
Right.
everybody's acting was amazing, but Michael B. Jordan was just so in your face and no holds barred. This is how it is.
Yeah.
One of his quotes is, "How do you think your ancestors got these? You think they paid a full price for it, or did they
Right.
take them like they took everything else?"
Yeah.
That was
crazy.
the
I was like,
in the
shit, that's-
museum.
yeah.
It's like, oh,
Yeah, man. I mean, just a lot of like, dude, just the little guy. You know what I mean? Just the oppressed guy, just kind of having a voice, which I think is so amazing that, you know, when you went into the movie theater, it was jam packed, and you just saw a lot of like, you know, different ethnicities in there. Just
Yeah.
really,
we definitely caught a later showing. It was like 9:30.
oh,
Yeah.
okay. I caught it
It
during
was
the
It
day.
was still packed.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Like
it was
we had
packed.
to get like the last row of the like regular seating, and then there's the like weird up like all the way up in the front.
Yeah.
Like we got that last row, and even that was packed.
Jeez.
This
man.
movie had so many good quotes, like when T'Challa goes and he's picking, or he's talking to his sister about the new gadget that she just made.
Right.
And he's like, yes, it did its job. And she was like, just because something works doesn't mean it can't be improved. It was like,
Yeah.
this is such a good movie. It was, I'm about to see it again.
What other quotes did you find in it that you liked, man?
Oh, you guys keep talking. I'm finding there's one very important one that I want to
So,
read.
Other things I want to talk about while he's looking for quotes. So characters, right? Pretty
Yes.
much the writing in this is I recently saw a meme about it, and it's been bothering me, where it's like the movie is powerful not because there aren't other movies of like just having a colored person cast,
Like a black cast, yeah.
but also colored people. But yeah, like that's my point, where it's just like there's other movies that do that, but this is literally one of the hugest movies, because this is just a regular like action film. Like these are just black actors, like these are just regular characters.
Yeah.
They're not like literally casted into like no, you're the servant, or no, you're like the ghetto
you're
kid,
the thug, yeah.
or specifically like you're the slave
Yeah.
who like gets to rebel and become a hero. Like this isn't that movie. This isn't a slave movie. This is on some aspects a war movie.
Yeah.
Like it is a superhero movie. There's a minor power like there's a government power struggle.
Mhm.
There's like a whole kingdom and everything.
Inside and out.
Yeah.
In the country, there's a power struggle, and
Outside the country.
outside with the rest of the world, there's a
Yeah.
power struggle.
Yeah,
Like
I totally get it, man. I appreciate the fact that like it's not just the token black character or role. No, everybody's
or like
black
the, or
in
the
this
movies
movie.
in that like lighting. Like no,
Yeah.
no, this is just a superhero movie. Like
Yeah,
you can
that's
have
it.
black
It's not a
superheroes.
not a black movie. It's a movie, and that's it.
And the reason I
But
brought-
no, but at the end of the day, this shit is a black movie,
Yeah.
which is
Yeah.
amazing.
but it's
because
still cool.
It's amazing
Yeah.
because all the other movies just have supporting black characters.
Yeah.
Finally, you
Right.
have a black main character.
Yeah.
shout outs to Martin Freeman, by
Yes.
the way, for being the supporting a white character in this movie, because I had so much fun just watching him and being like, that's Dr. Watson the whole time. That was like with an American accent.
That's
He's
funny.
just here.
That you see Dr. Watson and I saw Bilbo Baggins.
Right?
I'm like, Bilbo, what are you doing in a suit in the casino
See now,
with your shoes on.
with your shoes on?
finally, with a Black Panther film where the main character is black,
Mm.
now we can get a main character that is Asian. in
Yeah.
Hollywood. That's the next step.
Or maybe a
That's-
Mexican.
Or maybe a Mexican.
Who's not just like over there like, hey dude,
like
what's
lucha libre.
what's happening? Not even lucha, not
no,
even
I mean
Oh,
something
Nacho
that's not.
Libre.
Okay,
Something that
but
is
like-
not.
Yeah.
But like Coco was one of the best films of all time, man.
That's okay.
I
Hey,
love-
that's
I
why
love
we're
that
on
movie.
our way.
Yes.
Coco-
We're on our way.
Coco is another one of those, like, it really does transcend like its target.
Yeah.
Like, this isn't just like for
A movie for
like,
Mexicans.
Mexicans.
Yeah.
Like, there's a lot of in that storytelling. There's a lot of family values. Obviously, there's a lot of like addressing like traditions and stuff, and just again, it's a lot of finding himself.
Yeah.
You know, like that movie is great, and Disney is on their game right now.
Yeah.
I found my quote,
Okay.
and spoiler alert, it is the very like pivotal last quote of the film.
Okay.
But it's when Killmonger he's pretty much dead, and T'Challa's like, maybe we can still heal you.
Yeah.
And he goes, why? So you can lock me up? Bury me in the ocean with my ancestors that jumped from the ships because they knew death was better than bondage. And then he just dies.
Man.
He literally is like rips
That
it
was
out,
like-
bleeds out, like.
Dude, and
Oh.
I've never wanted like I don't know, I feel like a lot of people who watch this movie wanted Killmonger to live. I wanted him.
I wanted him to live, but the way he ended it was he was like Malcolm X.
Yeah.
He was like,
Yeah.
by any means necessary, and if I'm gonna die, then
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, but like on the same level, I'm just like, what if he did live?
A lot
What
of-
if him and
yeah,
his
I'm-
cousin like just
They-
I'm like, all
I
right,
am
this
with
isn't
you.
gonna work.
On the like
At the same
redemption
time,
arc.
he's yeah.
Yeah.
At the same time, like it had to happen because
the way their government is set up, there's only one king.
no, because of just who Killmonger was.
Yeah, he's
Try to change him, like no, we can do this peacefully. He's like, nah, man, like
It's
we
too
need to
late.
go. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
too late. We need
it's
to.
too late when your dad killed my dad.
Yeah.
And you guys left me.
Yeah.
And tried to hush everything up. It's too
Yeah.
late.
Yeah, he
That's the thing that I liked about.
I would-
again,
I would feel the
character
same way.
Story writing and everything was just like, he was a character. He ultimately is a character of extremes. Like, there's no doubt about it. You just look at the movie and it's like, oh yeah, so his dad dies, and then he like becomes like a bully, and then goes into the Marines, and then like becomes a black ops agent. Like, he's always going to extremes.
man. Do you
in
guys
that
think?
movie.
I mean, I don't think it could happen the
So-
way that they wrote the movie. But what do you think? Like, would a Killmonger spin-off be like pretty dope?
It'd be crazy, yeah.
I think it'd be
Disney
dope.
wouldn't be that grim.
No, they wouldn't. But that would be sick.
As we get Solo, a movie
So
that
the-
nobody asked for, but everybody is okay with.
You know that death is never a sure thing with comic books.
Oh no,
Yeah.
never. Well, let's. I think we covered a lot. Let's jump into some.
No, we're not gonna jump into scores yet. It's that soundtrack.
No scores. No scores.
Yeah, let's talk about the soundtrack, because this was definitely
Okay.
like Kendrick helped produce this. I don't know if he was one of the main.
He put
producers.
everything
Yeah,
together.
He was the main.
He had his
producer.
hand on everything.
Yeah,
Damn.
But I
Like,
mean, he had
oh.
his own team of producers, but he was the one that said, "I want this, like this, and this."
yeah.
like
And
this.
like I was talking to Ben in the theater when we were watching it, and it's like, on one hand, I really feel like it's on par with the same thing in kung fu movies that we review normally, like tribal drums and
Oh my
stuff.
god.
They can be kind of cheesy. You just kind of have to accept that they're going to be there because that's the tone that they want to set. But all of the extra like electrical like
Layers and
violin work that was going in and stuff, all these other layers, they really brought out like this tone that you can listen to regular Kendrick and be like, that's Kendrick here, who
Yeah.
wanted this like tribal drum as the main drum beat going on.
It was crazy because they wanted to show. I did a little bit of reading on this, but they wanted it to show the African culture,
yeah.
the roots, but also the futuristic aspect of the fictional Wakanda country.
Yeah. No,
And
I
it-
think it
yeah.
really captured it.
And like I was saying, like as far as picking and choosing specific instrumentation, definitely all the electrical sounding work on like strings brings out that future feel of like a Wakandan like semi-tribal, like just traditional kind of feeling. But also tribal drums are like very specific tone and just you feel like it's African culture.
I
It was
want to watch.
beautiful.
I want to watch it again.
I know. I'm just
it
like,
just like
I
can
want to go and hear it.
Dissect it again.
Oh
Yeah.
my god.
Another thing I wanted to bring up was scenery. Right, there are so many beautiful shots
Oh my
that
God,
you can
yeah.
tell that some of them. I mean, there's a lot of CGI. Anyway.
A lot of it is CGI,
But
but,
a lot of
it's
the,
still
like,
beautiful.
Yeah, a lot of it is just like you want to go to, like, you want to fly over Africa and look out your window.
Yeah.
And be like, damn.
Yeah.
This movie makes you want to travel.
Yeah.
How emotional? Like for me, it was a very emotional movie.
For me too.
It was
Like,
very
I felt like I was in Killmonger's shoes the whole time.
well. Not only that, but like also what is it? T'Challa.
T'Challa. Yeah. Even him.
His with Black Panther.
Uh-huh.
His moments with his father, how how connected, how trusting he was of his father, and like I kind of empathize with him because like I feel the same way about my dad,
Yeah.
and like to have your dad die,
Right,
and then
right in your arms.
in your arms, and then go like he did such a good job, and then go to the other plane when he meets with spoilers, guys, and more spoilers when he
You should have already seen this movie anyways.
yeah
I'm
when
just
you
kidding.
when you
Why are you clicking on a Black Panther review when you if you really like not
Well,
expecting spoilers?
I know, right? But like, okay, so like when he went the second time to the other plane, and it was kind of like his dad was like, hey, come, you're ready to come join us. He's like, nah, man, you lied to me, and it was like a very like a betrayal from like the person who brought you up, and then kind of also accepting that he's not perfect. It
Yeah.
was very,
Well, that's the part that I was gonna.
so much, dude.
That's the part that I was gonna pin on.
Every-
was like,
so many
it wasn't
layers.
necessarily betrayal, but more so finding out the truth isn't what you wanted.
Or
You know what
yeah,
I mean?
yeah.
Like he was definitely disappointed.
There you go.
that
Disappointment is a
that
better word.
His dad wasn't, that his dad was hiding secrets.
That isn't Superman.
But at the same time, I mean, in that world, he probably was Black Panther. I mean, he was Black Panther at
Yeah,
one point.
yeah.
He literally was Black Panther at one point.
Yeah, but
Um,
like he's not perfect.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and I mean, everybody has to go through that moment with literally every relationship is realizing that everybody's got secrets,
Yeah.
and also just like your parents, like still deserve your respect.
Yeah.
but like even they make mistakes,
And kind of accepting that and still,
Right.
holding that.
and like to a certain point though. I mean, my dad didn't. I don't think he killed nobody.
You never know.
But also, like, anyways. Yeah, I know, right?
He grew up during the Vietnam War.
There's so much to it. Did you guys want to get into some badass moments?
Oh, the whole
Oh my
movie.
God, the whole
Okay.
movie.
I have a few specifics.
I want to bring up
Okay,
one
go
really
ahead.
quickly just before we start. I start trying to remember every single scene because every part of the movie was amazing.
All
Yeah,
my
yeah.
quotes, those are badass moments.
But I believe it was one of the first fight against the Ape King, the Man of the Mountain or whatever.
Oh
his name
yeah.
was.
What is that ritual called? Do you remember?
Just
I can't remember.
The ritual where
combat.
the combat
the
for
tribes can, since the king is dead, the tribes can choose to fight for the crown, or he gives it to the son of that king that passed away.
or whoever he named as heir. I'd assume.
Yeah.
at some
Right.
points.
Yeah. Everybody was
yeah.
like, "No, I'm not gonna fuck with that."
At
I'm not
one
gonna fuck with
point
that."
though, like he does a straight capoeira like semi cartwheel, like that weird hooking kick. That was just, oh my god!
and you're talking about the ape.
During that fight with
Leader.
For insurrection, basically.
Yeah.
Like during that fight, there's just that whole like everything in this movie was badass. Everything was. In the
I
movie
really
badass.
did enjoy the.
But like
Oh,
I
go
said,
ahead.
like he like
Sorry.
swoops through the water, and he does
too
this
much hype going on right now. Sorry.
He does this
I'm sorry.
capoeira kick.
Capoeira, yeah.
Like you can definitely tell that's like capoeira, and it's like it just everything that set up that shot was phenomenal. Like the way water splashes up, the way it connects, and you're just like, he goes down. That's it.
For me, it was I think one of my favorite fighters was Okoye, which was his general, right? His like right hand bodyguard girl, and I love.
Yeah. She was
I don't know-
freaking amazing.
I don't know why, but like I've been kind of like wondering, like how come you always see good sword fights? I was like, I want to see some dope spear wielders. And-
We haven't watched any spear kung fu movies yet, but there's some good ones.
Okay.
But
I'm glad.
Yeah.
She was an amazing spear wielder, and I thought she did great. The vibranium spear was badass, and there was like a scene where there was a car chase, and what she does is she like throws that vibranium spear like in front of the fucking Escalade and just stops the Escalade dead in its tracks, like full speed going like maybe 50 to 70 miles an hour, and just nope, you can't go through this shit. And yeah, that was Okoye was probably one of my favorite fighters right there.
My favorite badass moment was that Top Dog Entertainment and Kendrick Lamar was in charge of this whole soundtrack. This is amazing.
I'm mad at it.
Now I need everybody to listen to all of Kendrick Lamar's music, because that guy is brilliant.
He's fantastic. Yeah. Did you guys want to go into? Did you guys have any what the fuck moments that you guys wanted to discuss? Because I do.
Ooh.
Oh, well, the chase scene. There was this one part where Black Panther like absorbed the shock and then released it and then jumped and flipped over to another car, and you're like, whoa, I don't know what's going on. What's gonna happen? Whoa.
The technology in
Yeah,
this
it was
movie
crazy.
was awesome.
The-
I really loved it.
So one of the things I've talked about it before with you, like Brandon Sanderson's laws of magic and stuff, right?
Mm-hmm.
So the thing is that I totally saw that scene coming, and that actually is what made me like even more excited. Was like his sister explains it like, no, it absorbs kinetic energy and then you can redirect it. Like that's literally the whole first scene is kick it. It's not that hard, and then like she just blasts him back when he sets it back, right?
Yeah.
So after that I was like, oh no, there's gonna be a crazy scene where he's just like walking and absorbing bullets, and then he just like, technically speaking, it's like supposed to be like a panther roar is like the idea, and he just
That's
like,
so sick.
blasts it all out.
Yeah, they like
And then that scene with the car that Nakansi was talking about, I was like, that was it. I saw the future. They did it. Oh my god.
Oh, I got one.
Oh, okay.
What the fuck moment? When the claw guy, when he's like letting the last security guard go, he's like, okay, go ahead. I'm not gonna shoot you. And he goes, pop, and he just falls. Everybody like
The whole theater was
there
like,
was there was some intense killing going on in that
there
film.
like some brutalities for
Like,
sure.
Yeah, like for a PG-13 film.
Yeah.
I think in response to that, another good what the fuck moment for me was how Killmonger, you can see like he's got at least some emotion and he feels bad about what he's about to do, and then he just pops his girlfriend in the face to like get Claw. Like,
yeah, that was
I was like,
insane.
Yo,
That's when you knew he's gonna do whatever he needs to do to get his revenge.
yeah.
Kind of let you know the level that he was at. My what the fuck moment was when Okoye and Wakabi, husband and wife,
Oh,
when they like, when they were like disagreeing, and I love that because like, all right, like little relating it back to me, I'm about to get married, so of course we're getting, we're going through some bickering, and I'm like, damn, I saw that look in their face. I'm like, yo, there's about to be some fire, like arguments, like back home, and then at the spoiler alert. When they're that's the name of this episode. When they're straight up just fighting each other with weapons, like I'm like, they're really about to like kill each other, and that's like for me is like, okay, that's the level of like conflict that there is in a marriage, I think. And also, are they gonna be cool later? Is it? Are they just gonna go home and like have some makeup sex, and everything's gonna be back to normal, or what's gonna happen there? I'd like a continuation movie on that.
I mean,
What happened to Okoye and Wakabi?
I'm sure that they'll show up in Infinity War. Everybody shows up in Infinity War.
Just everybody.
Oh, I rewatched the trailer and they have the whole Wakanda nation fighting in the Infinity War.
Oh, so sad.
It's gonna be crazy.
Oh man.
I just want to make another shout out that Ben looked at the his sister's like fist tight like lion paws, and he was just like doing like little paw jabs,
Yeah.
and I was like, nah, bro, they're guns. Watch technology. Cut to the part in the film at the end of the movie, like the final fight, and she's just blasting them people, and I'm like, I can see the future.
Dude.
Oh, one of the best parts was when the main general spear leader she is going against somebody that pulls out a gun and she goes, guns. So primitive.
Oh, Okoye.
Yeah,
It was
yeah,
you're
yeah.
thinking of. Shooty was oh god.
This picture is on point though.
God damn it.
We'll have to post that one later.
Shooty, which is the sister, I loved her, like her character. I love that she was also like a mad genius, like Robert Downey Jr. status. Not Robert Downey Jr.
I'm not saying that I
Tony Stark.
have a preference for Asian girls, but like
This guy.
Asian or African?
no, I'm not saying that I have a preference for Asian girls, but like the sister,
Shooty, she was cute.
she was cute.
You liked her?
And
yeah.
it was about personality, that
She had a cute personality.
that intelligence, that poppiness.
Cute personality of the movie. Shooty.
Ladies, let me know.
Sure, what's up? Hit us up on the gram. You can use the D. Anyways, guys,
Whoa.
sorry for being like that.
Whoa.
For me, that's it, guys. I've gotten everything off my chest about this movie. Okay, I feel better.
One thing I would have done differently
Ooh.
was zoom back on some of the fight scenes. They had too many like quick cuts with all you see is blur.
Oh
They
yeah.
had a lot of those.
Probably the opening fight scene, the darkness.
No, it was the later.
Oh,
when,
really?
when he's fighting Killmonger.
Although now that you bring it up, that particular scene was really important to me because it showcases like how lighting really changes the mood of the movie.
Mhm.
Because even though it's a very pitch black dark scene, like in reality you can think about it, like if you're out in the middle of the jungle, even if you're out in the middle of like the city,
Yeah.
and it's pitch black, you'll still be able to catch things. But in that particular scene, right, even though it's all dark, there's still like not necessarily a blue filter, but it definitely brings out like the brighter colors and in contrast and stuff. I'm not 100% on my visual techniques, but the point that I'm bringing up is that it really lends itself to the whole fantasy telling of the movie, and you can still see a ton of detail and costume design on these people who are essentially like either slaves, kidnapped women and children, or mercenaries.
Yeah.
Like you can see a lot of detail in that scene alone, and we were sitting at probably a bad spot too.
Actually, it was actually pretty good.
It was good for you, and it was bad for Kyle. Okay, it was different.
I felt immersed.
He was in the movie. He was in the jungle.
Like I'm just
In
saying,
Wakanda.
you know, as soon as this movie goes up on Blu-rays and DVDs, I'm gonna watch it like 15 more times. 'Cause this
Dude.
movie is like I think another testament to Kendrick's soundtrack is that you don't need to see the movie to appreciate the soundtrack. It is phenomenal on its own. And
Yeah.
when you see it together, and you like all of a sudden, everything has so much more meaning.
Yeah. I think that's it, guys. We could rant about this thing for hours.
You just need to watch it.
Just
go
watch it.
Go check it out.
I'm giving it an 11. It is, and I never give 10s anyways, guys.
No, he
Like,
doesn't.
No.
like, this is
So he just
doesn't.
skipped 10 and went straight to
Whoa.
11.
which, by the way, still don't give 10s.
Still not gonna get it. 100 out of 10. but not going to give a 10.
But yeah, this movie was bad ass.
Yes.
There's no doubt in my mind. Like, if you thought you were ever hyped in 2006 or 2008 to see the first Iron Man movie, like, go
That was
back
still
and
good,
watch that. It was
Yeah, it
great.
was so good.
But come back and watch this. And
Yeah.
Be amazed what 10 years is going to give you.
It's one of my
100%.
favorite superhero movies.
I think it's up there for me, like top 5 at least. So, heck yeah, check it out, guys. Check our Instagram out and comment on our post. Tell us what movies you guys want to watch. DM us, shoot us an email at hstsc33@gmail.com.
Yep, and feel free to follow our own personal Instagram accounts.
You'll find us tagged all over the pictures on HSTSC33 on Instagram.
What's the Instagram again? Let me hear it. The ladies in the back.
Honestly, if you guys just type in hidden shadows in search, and you guys will find our page.
I should start using Instagram. I think I have it just to look at pretty girls.
Don't say that. I'm cutting that out.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Video game.
What's your Twitch feed, homie?
Twitch.tv/Cookie Ninja Carve.
Awesome,
I am climbing that ladder of viewers right now.
my
It's
boy.
working pretty well. It's pretty good.
Go freaking help him climb the ladder even higher, guys. It's a good time on his Twitch feed.
Yeah, nobody else is gonna karaoke guilty pleasures for you like. Ba, 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 ba.
Good echo effect, a little fadeaway effect. I liked it. It's magical, guys. We're Hidden Shadows of the Secret Chamber. This was a Black Panther review, and we'll see you guys next time for our regular Kung Fu movie reviews and also other recommendations. We'll see you guys later. Kung Fu Friday.
Are we on 10 yet?
We on 10.
we on 10 yet?
I feel like we need like a good like outro on that one.